Hi, everybody. This is another edition of Time to Tell the Truth. I want to thank everybody for joining in. We got a real hot topic today. Our hot topic for today is, do you think Donald Trump is prejudiced? If so, aren't we all prejudiced to some degree? And we want to be able to chime in when you get in here. And my name is Art. This is my co-host Blo. And we're going to get into this hot topic today because I believe that everybody do have a little bit of prejudice. What you think, Blo?
Yeah, I agree, man. I'm prejudiced when it comes to my people and certain things, and I believe that to be true. Yeah.
Right. Blo got a few stats that he's going to read out to you. First of all, we're going to get into a little bit and just read a little bit about Donald Trump and what's going on with this man.
All right. Donald J. Trump, born June 14th, 1946, is the 45th and current president of the United States. Before entering politics, he was a businessman and a television personality. Trump was born and raised in New York City, borough of Queens, and received his economics degree from the Wharton School. He took charge of his family's real estate business in 1971, renaming it the Trump Organization, and expanded it from Queens and Brooklyn into Manhattan. The company built and renovated skyscrapers, hotels, casinos, and golf courses. Trump later started various side ventures, mostly by licensing his name. He managed the company until his 2017 inauguration. He co-authored several books, including The Art of the Deal. He owned the Miss Universe and Miss USA beauty pageants from 1996 to 2015. He produced and hosted The Apprentice reality show, and Forbes estimated his net worth to be $3.1 billion. Now I'm about to get into some of the things that Trump has accomplished since he's been the president of the United States. Almost 4 million jobs have been created. More Americans now are employed than ever recorded in history. They have created more than 400,000 manufacturing jobs. Manufacturing jobs are growing at the fastest rate in 3 decades. Economic growth last quarter hit 4.2%. New unemployment claims recently hit a 49-year low. African Americans, along with Hispanic Americans, Asian Americans, women, youth, and veterans, are seeing its lowest unemployment rate in the U.S. history. Almost 3.9 million Americans have been lifted off of food stamps. So with that being said, today's hot topic of Time to Tell the Truth is, do you think Donald Trump is prejudiced? If so, aren't we all prejudiced to some degree?
Yeah, well, I tell you what, I'm going to just go ahead and chime right in on this. If Donald Trump is prejudiced, then I'm prejudiced. And I don't think I got a prejudice bone in my body. We all was raised up a certain way, and we all have our certain prejudices, to ourselves, or that we think that we have to stand with something or with somebody, or with our color or this, that, and the other. We all was raised to that degree. But I want to ask you this, Blo. Do you think that you prejudiced to some degree about something?
I definitely know I am. I mean, I'm prejudiced towards everything and everybody that I love. I'm prejudiced about my football team. I'm prejudiced about you. If you went out and did a crime right now and it was all over the news that you did this heinous crime, I would still, rock with you. I wear a free art t-shirt and all that. So we all are prejudiced towards the things that we love.
Yeah, and I'm gonna tell you something. I ain't a prejudice bone in my body, and I thank y'all for chiming in. We're gonna be able to call in a minute. The telephone number is 704-607-4363. 704-607-4363, and I want to hear what y'all got to say out there about it today. But and that being said, I don't like to get a bad rap about nothing. I don't like to hear he say, she say. People talk about Donald Trump. I ain't heard a bad word come out of his mouth yet. But now I have heard people saying that this man is prejudiced. I mean, you look at some of the rhetoric that go on and the way that the media twists some of the stuff. But I haven't seen any signs of it. I mean, some people swear they have. I got friends that say they have. God bless their soul. And I can understand why they don't like this man. To me, He's just an ordinary person, and I believe that's why he's in the White House right now. He's just a human being, and people don't want to allow you to be a human being. They feel like that, you get in there and you get in politics, you got to be a certain way and do a certain thing. I mean, I don't think today that people would like nobody if they went up in the White House and wore a gold chain.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? But that's that person. You see what I'm saying? That don't make that person a bad person. That don't make that person without morals. He got his morals. I mean, and to be honest with you, I don't know now human being out here that never told a lie. Even the president. Yeah, Barack told lies to people. I mean, everybody's gonna tell lies out here today. It ain't no person that's 100% honest all the time. And people just don't allow you to be a human being. What you think about that, Blo?
Well, with the numbers that I read, what I really believe is, I believe that Republicans know something that we don't know. And I believe that they're seeing that what some of the policies that he's implicating is creating jobs for Black people, and that is what's making them turn against him. I mean, it's smoke and mirrors in a way. If you see Republicans turning against Donald Trump, knowing that they voted him in, you know what I mean? Obviously, there's something going on behind the scenes that they don't like.
Yeah, and I'm gonna just put it just like this. This is what I believe. What's going on behind the scenes is nobody goes into politics without looking for some money. If this man got money when he went in, that was obviously one thing that he didn't need.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? You get a billionaire being a president, he don't need money. Yes, for everybody that watching, yeah, but people are greedy. Yeah, I agree with that. But the point is, if you come into office and you trying to change the way we getting our money, then I'm gonna have a problem with you, bro. Yeah. Even if you my color. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? You come in here and you trying to change the way that everybody's up here getting money, you're gonna create some friction within your own people. You know what I'm saying? Because this is the way everybody's been eating. So that's what I think about it.
We see coming in.
Yeah. Talking. Green doesn't matter the color. Spinning until to get to a certain kind of level, burning away. Hurt you. Heard him say something bad. You haven't heard. No, I ain't really heard him say nothing bad. I mean, I've heard people say he said something bad. I heard people twist up some of the stuff he say. Now I'm going to show you a little clip right here. Listen real close to this clip that I'm getting ready to put on, and you'll see what I mean.
Police said they were guilty. The mayor said they were guilty. And it's an outrage. Donald Trump said they were guilty. If they're found guilty, I think they should be executed because proof that they were innocent.
Now, if you heard that, then you hear Donald Trump did not say them people were guilty. He said if they were found guilty. That is the media. That's what I'm talking about. So if you listen to that and you said that this people was guilty, then you did wrong. That man did not say that. And that's the kind of bad rap that you get out here today. Thank you, Sheenie Mae. No, it doesn't have to hurt anyone. And you're absolutely correct. Prejudice don't have to hurt anyone because we all, I feel, are prejudiced to some degree.
We all are. We got family members that can't do no wrong. I mean, we all do. I don't care. If I love you, you can't do nothing wrong in my eyes. And especially with my skin color. Like, I ride till the wheels fall off on my own race, but that don't mean that I still might, down the line lose my life to my own race. But I have a prejudice to my own race, and we all are prejudiced. We are.
Yeah, we have prejudice. I mean, we have prejudice and we have issues. My thing is, I don't like to jump on every bandwagon that comes about. You see what I'm saying? Unless I hear this thing for myself, then I'm not going to go along with what somebody say and do a lot of guesswork. Those five guys was in that New York Five. I think they called them something else, Blo.
The Central Park
Five. Yeah. I really blame the jurors because, I mean, how can you find somebody guilty that didn't do it? Let me be very blunt and honest with you guys. I've been found guilty myself for something I did not do, point blank. And I'm going to tell you, 12 people get in a box and say you guilty. I don't understand how they can even find you guilty if it's a shadow of a doubt. Yeah. I'd rather let 1,000 people go free than to lock up one for something he didn't do. Why? Because those 1,000 will get theirs eventually, but that one can never get what he lost back. And that's the problem. That's the problem I got with that, And y'all can call in if you want to. The number 704-607-4363.
I see Chanel Mobley. I see Cecil Campbell. Feel free, like, share the page, comment, let us know where you're from. Call the lines. It's open for you. But I'm like everybody else. I don't really care too much for Donald Trump myself. Just the way I feel like if he go with one race, he'll go with all, and the way he be handling the Mexicans at times kind of rubbed me the wrong way, like you said, he split them up at the borderline and he got all this, want to spend their money to build a wall and all this. But I'm pretty sure those hotels and golf courses and all that stuff he got built up, I'm pretty sure those the main laborers out there for him, so.
Yeah, well, you know what, man? Hey, this is just my opinion, and I'm gonna be frankly honest with that. You got all these people jumping on the bandwagon about being split up at the border, when our children get split up from us every day on some bogus drug charges and get these people all this time. And I ain't heard of nobody saying nothing about being separated from their child. I mean, you know what I'm saying? If you break a law and come to this country, then you got to reap the repercussions, if it's your kids or not. If I sold drugs and they got me from my child, then I got to reap the repercussions of that. Yeah. Ain't nobody coming around giving you no free passes to break the law just because you say your child has been. I ain't hear nobody. I got friends and friends and friends. You know what I'm saying? That's been separated from their children, and I don't hear nobody saying a word about it yet.
Yeah.
I mean, that's what I'm talking about. Now, somebody needs to start talking about separating them. Everybody, and I think the problem is we get on the bandwagon with everything that come through because of what somebody say.
Yeah.
You ain't even took a look at what's going on inside your own camp. You talking about splitting up the Mexicans at the border. Yeah. I think all that stuff is wrong. But I also think what is wrong is you splitting up people over some bogus charges, from their kids. Yeah. You take me from my child over some bogus charges and laws that's bad and stuff like that. And nobody says a doggone word about it. That's what I'm talking about. That don't make no sense.
Yeah, but like I say, I agree with you. We all are prejudiced, and Donald Trump is definitely prejudiced.
I see you, Tommy Duggan.
I mean, even with the Charlottesville thing, he was calling them, decent men and stuff like that after they tried to, raise carnage, running people over with cars and picketing like it's the 60s all over.
Oh, let me ask you this, Blo. You just said that even if I committed a crime, that you would ride with me the whole way, and that you prejudiced. Now, does that make you just as prejudiced as this man is? I'm just saying, man, that's what I'm saying. People don't want to, this is called time to tell the truth.
Yeah.
I'm just going to get on it and get it real. The name of this podcast is called Time to Tell the Truth. Everybody want to point the finger at somebody else, and you do the same things yourself. Yeah. How can I point the finger at somebody and then turn around and I'm doing the same thing?
You're right.
It just really don't make no sense. I mean, if I'm gonna point the finger at you, make sure I'm not doing it, or I don't do the same thing. Yeah. I know y'all say, well, he the president, he ought to have a different standard. I kind of agree with that. But I also agree with being a human being. I really believe the reason Donald Trump is president to today is because he wasn't a politician. What has these politicians been doing for us for the last, since they've been in office? We ain't got nothing done, man. We still ain't got nothing done. Hey, look, I'd rather if you wanted to call Donald Trump the enemy, I mean, I'm not going to call him that, but if you want to call him the enemy, at least I'd rather know who my enemy is. You get somebody in there that swear they're your friend and they're your enemy anyway. Yeah, I mean, you know what I'm saying? I'd rather at least know who my enemy, I know how to fight my battle.
Yeah.
And that's a hard pill to swallow,
Yeah, well, you got a point, Marcus. Right is right and wrong is wrong. But when you break it down, we do just as much wrong as Donald Trump do.
Yeah, exactly. And we just as prejudiced as Donald Trump in ways. I mean, in our own ways. If you had your people, you'll be trying to protect them. I try to protect my people. Yeah. That's just naturally instinct, the way I was brought up, the way I was raised. Okay, you don't want to give another person a break because they was raised like that. Do that make them prejudiced? Matter of fact, Donald Trump had black people in his cabinet.
Yeah.
He had the black lady. She was high up in office. I don't know what she did. I don't want to know. He got the black guy over the housing authority. I mean, it's up to him. He got the money, spend it. Do something for the black.
And you're right, Mate. He did run his campaign based off of being prejudiced. You're right, but that was the key factor of it. When you showing favor towards the people that you're prejudiced towards, they show that same prejudice back towards you in return. You know what I mean? If I stand up for you, you will stand up for me.
Yeah, what did Barack run his on?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm
It's
just
time
saying.
for a change.
Exactly.
It's time for us to get in there and run something.
Exactly. That's what it was.
Yeah.
You know, that's my point. Everybody has comments to make about that. Oh, yeah, I understand what you're saying. I understand that, you know, you might think a certain way and it's okay. My point is, I just want you to tell the truth. You know, yeah, Marcus, I see you. I just said that. We not the president, of course, you know, but the president is human. I mean, and just like I just mentioned, rather than have a snake up there that I know he ain't meant me no good, no way, which that's all been up there.
Yeah.
If I had a snake up there, well, then I'd rather know that it was a snake rather than to think it was a sheep in wolf clothing. He still ain't doing me no good. At least I know how to fight my battle. You know, I'd rather know that. But most of the time, and I'm going to be honest with you, this is where most of us gets thrown off track here at. Look, we're always falling for the okie doke. You know, people that promise you something. He just read off the stats about welfare and all of that stuff. The biggest trick ever that went out there was that, okay, it's good to have welfare. Everybody know that made people lazy, not want to work, depending on the government. Guess who paid for it? Taxpayers. Yeah. I mean, you know, being honest with you, get off your butt, go to work. We have a problem with that. Yeah, everybody is supposed to be held to a higher standard. You know, I agree with that. I mean, but these times, just like everything else going on out here, times are changing. The standards are changing. We used to hold kids to a higher standard. Now you can't even whoop their butt. Where the standard go with that?
Yeah, you're right.
You see what I'm saying? The standards is changing. We got to know that.
Yeah, and those numbers were kind of impressive, though. I can't even lie. When I looked that up this morning, it kind of shocked me. He's created 4 million new jobs and 3.9 million people have been lifted off of food stamps.
That's definitely impressive. I mean, for us going the country, I mean, you might can say the man is prejudiced, but what you can't deny is the numbers, them facts. You know, that is facts. Right now, you know what? I basically stopped giving to people that's standing on the corners because there's so many jobs out here. Man, you can go get a job doing anything at any time right now. I mean, you don't have to do nothing to get a job.
And I ain't a fool. It kind of makes sense to me that his approval rating is going down with his own party if the numbers are showing that he's creating jobs for the minorities. Yeah. I mean, they kind of go hand in hand.
Yeah. Hey, y'all call in, man. Give us a call at 704-607-4363.
Give us a call, Marcus, man. Let us know what you're thinking, man. Yeah. Call in, man. Feel free to call, man. We want to hear your voice.
We want to hear it. We're going to put you on live so, you know, you can get your point across.
But, you know, my opinion kind of changed once, you know, I started doing research on certain topics, and the numbers kind of shocked me, you know what I mean? You know, I was kind of impressed by the numbers, and it kind of makes sense to me because his own party turning on him right about now. So it makes sense that, you know, the numbers are going up for the minority like they are. Yeah,
and when you're doing something for the minorities, trust me, everybody will turn against you in a lot of cases. I mean, you know, we have to really look at it, man. We got to understand that in most cases out here, they don't want to do anything that's going to make a difference. More they stay the same. I can't get off his number. Maybe I would respect house numbers more if he took over after Bush. I understand you, Marcus.
I mean, but the whole thing is I kind of feel like, you know, Trump came, you know, as a revenge from Obama. Like, okay, we'll show y'all. You know what I mean? The morning of the election when I went in the restaurant, there was a whole bunch of people in the parking lot that ain't normally in the parking lot. And there was a whole bunch of people in there eating that's not the color of me and you. You know what I mean? So they came out and they was definitely going to prove a point on that day.
Yeah.
You know? Yeah, they wasn't going for that. You know, y'all got y'all changed, but it's time for us to, you know, show y'all something.
Well, and I think it's another reason that Donald Trump won. It wasn't simply because of that. I'm going to just be honest with you. It was because he was running against a woman. You know, facts. Yeah. You know, nobody wants a woman in charge of it, man, because you get in your body and your feelings. I'm sorry to hear that.
We got a caller, time to tell the truth.
Hey, what's going on, man? It's Marcus, man.
Hey, what's going on, bro?
What's up, Marcus?
What up, Dwight? What's going on, dude? How you doing?
What's going on, bro?
Not much. Hey, man, first of all, I want to say I'm a fan of the show, man. I've been, you know, this is my first time tuning in, but, you know, when y'all post stuff, I always comment and let y'all know how I feel about it.
Appreciate you, man. Appreciate you, man.
Thank you.
Hey, but see, before you start, that's a prejudice. See, you know me, and you got my back. You know what I mean? So, you know, that's kind of how I'm kind of, you know, on the fence with this Trump thing right now. But
I see you when you was talking earlier, you talking about if your man did something wrong, you'll have his the end of the day, like, you're supposed to. You're supposed to have respect, but at the same time, if you're a real loyal friend, you're supposed to also tell him when he's wrong.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. You're supposed to tell him when he's wrong.
Now, when it comes to the president, like, and I do call him the president, even though I remember back when Barack was the president, they wouldn't even give him that much respect. So he is the president. So let's get that out of the way first. So, just in case we got any other listeners listening saying I'm disrespecting him. Now, I don't agree with everything he do. I don't really trust the numbers that he put forward for Barack or Bush or Clinton or the Bush before him or nothing. I don't trust nothing that they do. I just know that every day I got to get my ass up and go to work so I can take care of my wife and kids.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's going to change. They're going to take taxes out of my check before I get my own money. So
Right.
it just is what it is. But with him, he can say he's doing all this for black people, but he still ain't stood up. He ain't stood up for nothing that matters for us. Like, we're going to always work. There's always going to be work there. When there's work, needed for people to do, you're going to have people applying. And the thing he's doing with the Spanish community, I don't want to say Mexicans or nothing like that.
I feel you on that.
That's I feel like that shit did that's wrong. Like, most of the terrorists that we had at home come from the United States, you know what I'm saying? Ain't nobody, you know what I'm saying? I don't know no Mexican terrorists. I don't know about y'all.
Yeah, I don't think I ever really heard of too many of them. I mean, besides the drugs, they gonna get that.
Yeah. Hey, Marcus, I ain't got the one thing to say about stuff like that, man. And for whatever reason, I always try to look at, and this way my prejudice come in at. I always try to look at my front door before I look at somebody else's. I ain't got no business being upset about somebody. They breaking the law. When you come in this country illegal, you break the law. Just like if I go out and sell drugs, I break the law. They split me up from my children, but I don't hear a bunch of people crying about it. That's my point. And that's my prejudice, because I feel some type of way about that. We got all these black folks running around trying to defend the Mexicans or the Spanish people, and ain't nobody talking about it. You know how many thousands and thousands of people, man, that's locked up on these bogus drug charges and separated from their kids? And they ain't hearing nobody in the offices talking about it. That's what I'm saying, man. I don't jump on every bandwagon they put out there, because I got to look at my own front door. That's my prejudice right there.
Yeah,
exactly. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, you're right. They took theirs too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
One man can change, one man can start something to take everybody else to finish it though. But I don't really like dude, but at the end of the day, he's still the president, so I still respect him.
Well, yeah, I do too.
Yeah, man. Sure, yeah, man. We appreciate you, man, for chiming in, man.
Hey, thank you for calling in, Mark.
Oh yeah, man. Y'all be good, man. Do y'all thing. I'm continue to listen.
Okay. I appreciate you, bro.
I appreciate it. Yeah, Dwight, Marcus made a lot of sense in what he was saying.
Yeah, he do. Yeah,
and
he do.
That's what I say. Hey, just respect the man. I mean, a lot of stuff he do I don't like.
Yeah.
But I ain't ready yet to call the man prejudice, because I ain't seen nothing for myself. That's the only reason that I don't jump on everybody's bandwagon.
And I kind of feel like it's something going on behind the scenes that our eyes are open to, because if he's saying that they taking everything he said out of context, it's got to be something going on.
Yeah.
Because I don't see no reason for them to take nothing out of context. I mean, me and you, I don't have no reason to change up what you say to nobody else. You know
exactly.
what I mean?
Without except I'm trying to sabotage you.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? I'm trying to sabotage you. So now I take what you say out of context. A lot of what Trump been saying is, he's talking about fake media.
Yeah.
Fake news, which a lot of it is. I don't take nothing I say out of context and then make it seem like something else. And that's where I stand on this matter. I know I'm prejudiced to a degree, but I'm not prejudiced towards people and colors of people.
Yeah.
I'm prejudiced against things, and different types of things.
And that's the type, and that's another thing. Like I say, I'm kind of like on, since I've been doing the research, I'm kind of more on both sides. But I think Trump don't like no black people. I don't think he like. I don't even think he's really even willing to get to know, somebody of color. I mean, like me, I don't have a prejudice towards no race. I mean, it's some people that I don't like from other races, but I'm open to getting. You have to make me feel that way. I don't just say I don't like this kind of people, and I don't like none of them. You know what I mean?
Right.
Now, if somebody rubbed me the wrong way, I'm not gonna like that person, but I'm not gonna take it against the whole culture of race.
Okay, have you ever heard Trump say that?
Nah,
You heard people say that. That's my point. I'm getting back to the point. You say he don't like blacks, but they go Kanye West all up in the White House. You see what I'm saying? You know, and I'm just saying, that makes my point because I don't want people basing their opinions off something somebody said.
Yeah.
I want to know something out of this man's mouth. I've been listening. Look, I'm just like every other person out there. Man, I've been listening, waiting on this joker to say something ain't right out of his mouth. Not what the media say, not when somebody twisted. If y'all was on here from the beginning of the show, I played a clip of what the media said and what the media said Donald Trump said.
Yeah, and what he said.
Yeah, and matter of fact, if I can find it right quick, I'm going to play it back for the ones that didn't hear it from the beginning. And this is going to be what the media said Donald Trump said versus what Donald Trump actually said.
Yep.
The police said they were guilty. The mayor said they were guilty. And it's an outrage. Donald Trump said they were guilty. If they're found guilty, I think they should be executed because proof that they were.
Exactly. He only said if they are found guilty, I think. But the media just said that Donald Trump said they were guilty. Now, how you going to justify something like that, man? I ain't heard it out the man's mouth. That's what I'm saying. I can't take it from your mouth. You see what I'm saying? Yeah. Just like that. I can't just take nothing for granted. You know, that's what I'm saying. You know, you can't take this stuff for granted that people be saying because they don't like somebody, man. That's how rumors get started. That's how stuff gets started all around because somebody said something and the thing that never was true from the very beginning.
Support new business. Yeah, that's what's up, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. It's just, you know, it's a long cycle of, you know, like you said, it's finally a president that's a real human being. Right. He's doing real human stuff. You know what I mean? Yeah. He is showing a little attitude towards other races. He is, but you know, that's just him being human. You know?
That's being human. Yeah. You would be showing a little attitude too sometimes if you was president. That's the thing about it. Put yourself in somebody else's shoe sometimes. You'll find out that you'll think a lot different than the way you think.
And that's what I've done, like over, you know, the last couple of days, I've been looking up this stuff, trying to find out what he's really accomplished and looking at this stuff, you know what I mean? Yeah. It really did make me see that, you know, if he don't like us, I mean, I can't tell.
Exactly.
I mean, I got a job, so I'm one of the 4 million.
Yeah, exactly. And I mean, I got one, and look, don't know nobody that can't get one at this particular time.
And I don't really know too many people who don't have none, you know what I mean?
Thank you, Sheena May. You definitely telling the truth. Hey, y'all don't be shy about calling in 704-607-4363. We like to hear you. We'll get you on live right here on this podcast, and we really thank y'all for continuing to join in. You're right. Everybody's a flawed human being, you know, and a lot of times people put people above being human. I personally like a real human being in office. Don't give me this Mr. You know, presidential, this, that, and the other. I know that ain't you. You know, you putting this on for me. Everybody that you think of always hollering about people being phony. You see what I'm saying? I mean, you can't talk to a person that's saying, well, doggone, this man phony, that man phony, I don't like phony people, and you just as phony, and you want somebody phony. To be honest with you, you want somebody up there playing president. You know, get you a real person. I don't want nobody up there playing president. I want somebody up there go over here and say, look, China, let's get your act together. Stop beating on us. Stop taking, we owe y'all all these billions. Y'all been milking us. That's what he said. And I heard that out of his mouth. You know, that's what I'm talking about. You know, okay, Marcus, we will. Marcus, we will. I mean, you know, y'all, we need real people up there. That's the reason Donald Trump is in office, not to mention he was running against Hillary Clinton, a woman. And I mean, look, man, I'm going to be perfectly honest with you. These men out here is not going to vote for no woman. I don't care if he's white, black, whatever. I'm not voting for no woman to be in charge of me. That's just not the natural order, first and foremost. You see what I'm saying? That's my prejudice again, kicking in. I got prejudices. Hey, I'm human. That's what I'm trying to tell you. I got big prejudices.
We all got prejudices. Yeah. Anybody watching got prejudice.
Yeah, and I'm not gonna let a woman I don't want her to be in charge of me. I don't want her operating from her feelings, and that's what they do. You know, operate from a place of feelings, you get disaster. You know, I'm just saying. And I know it's a lot of y'all women out there, y'all want a woman president, and that's okay too. I'm just telling you, I won't vote for that one. I don't care who she is. I don't want her in charge of me. Yeah, well, because I just don't feel like that's the order, man. I feel you know, you know, we got to stay in the natural order of this thing. So, you know, Thank you, Sierra, for joining in.
Yeah, man, this is a good one though, man. I'm glad you came with this one, but this was a good one.
But it's a hot topic, man, and you know,
It is.
everybody how to be in on it. I wish we can get some more callers. I want to hear your opinion. I ain't got to be right. I ain't even trying to be right today.
Yeah. Do you think Donald Trump is prejudiced? If so, aren't we all prejudiced to some degree?
Right. Exactly. Ain't we all got some prejudices, some issues? Why would I want you to be different from me? I mean, you know, I'm gonna hold you to something that you ain't. Yeah. Well, okay, Marcus. Yeah, I don't mind having one. You know, hey, if we got somebody up there that's really trying to do the job, okay, the first and foremost, let's not make him go up there about money. You know, if we get that out of the way, I think we can get a big start, you know, on getting something done. Okay, well, the first reason you going in office is that you ain't going to get no money. Now, if we get past that, you might be willing to do something. You see what I'm saying? For the country. I mean, because you ain't got nothing else to do. I mean, you ain't up there trying to get no money. You got so much of that, you can't spend it all. You know, so you might just happen to get something done. Now, I'm telling you, I believe that's the reason that Donald Trump is in president today.
And I agree with what you said too. You know, I'd rather have a snake that I know is a snake instead of a wolf in sheep clothing. Yeah, you're right about that.
That's what we've been getting the whole time. Somebody up there want to act like a president, and I care about y'all, but still we come up with all these bogus laws. You know, you come up to give a man 20 years for a dime rock. Who come up with that? Bill Clinton? I'm just saying, man. Yeah, that's who came up with it. I mean, you come up with all these bogus laws, and ain't nobody saying nothing about it, man. And you know, who come up with all this stuff about if a man was a felon to get 15 years for touching a gun? I mean, who did that? I'm just saying, man, we have to do our homework, man. You know, and stop jumping on the bandwagon because somebody make up something and you ain't heard it from yourself. I had to stress that every day in my life to people. I'm not going on the assumptions of nothing, man. I don't like to assume anything. I don't like to assume nothing. I like to know the truth for myself. Like I say, I hadn't heard a prejudice thing come out the man's mouth yet. All I heard is what somebody said.
And I had a Donald Trump supporter telling me that, you know, it's all about the way the country is now. It's all about everybody having their rights and America being ran the right way. And like I was telling them, I still don't think that the Fourth Amendment, you know, protects us, you know, with that illegal search and seizure and stuff like that. You know, but basically what they're saying is Trump is just trying to run America based off of the Constitution.
Well, that's what they all supposedly been done. And you can see for yourself that ain't none of that work all the way through time. So, I mean, I ain't going to hold one above the other one, you know. You know, I ain't going to hold. I see Evangelist Tillman. Y'all can call in if you want to. Voice your opinion. The telephone number is 704-607-4363.
Go ahead and hit the phone lines up. Like, share. If you think, if you know somebody you think would like to hear this, tag them in the comments.
Hey, Marcus. We need a commission like the gangsters. They had one. They were called the Black Panthers. You know what they done to them, right? You see what I'm saying? We had one like that. And Donald Trump, by the way, wasn't nowhere around. You know. And, you know, another thing that they say about Donald Trump, well, he knows David Duke and all this. Listen, man, I'm sorry out there to every one of y'all listening. But if I knew David Duke and he offered me $1 million contract or $2 or $3 million contract, I don't care what he the head of. Give me my contract, man, and give me my money. You know, we can get by that. I'm a businessman, and that's what I would be. You can't hold your prejudice towards somebody when it comes to business. You know, if I'm telling you, if David Duke would offer me a contract, millions and millions of dollars, don't think I wouldn't be the first one to take it. I'm telling you that right now, Blo. And I know it ain't just going to be me to do that. So, you know, y'all can say, well, oh, I don't like this guy. I don't want to do this guy. But, you know, you never been on that side. You would never get on that side to know about it.
It's a prejudice, man. We all prejudiced. I mean, you know, when it boils down to it, the numbers showing that, you know, he created jobs for, I mean, I read the Hispanics, Asians, Blacks, women, youth, and veterans. All of them are at the lowest unemployment rate in history. And 3.9 million people in just 2.5 years he's been in office have been lifted off of food stamps.
Man, that's incredible. I mean, that's right there. And who told us we needed to be on food stamps? They need to me, they need to cut them all the way out, man. You know, except in some cases, I will bend a little bit on that. You know, it be some people that need a little assistance here and there. But for the most part, with all these jobs out here,
Yep.
I'm telling you, I stopped giving to the man with the sign on the street. I used to give to him because I felt sorry for him. But I know right now, I don't even care what shape you in. You can get a job doing something.
I don't know too many people in these times that really don't have a job. If you don't have a job, you don't want one.
Exactly.
I mean, there's plenty of jobs out here right now. They really are.
Yeah, it is. And, you know, a lot in part due to Donald Trump. I mean, people with y'all going to have y'all opinions and disagreements about it. I understand that. But I'm telling you, man, we all are prejudiced to some degree.
Yeah.
If you was up there in that White House, every one of you knowing, you would have some type of prejudices against something or somebody, not mainly because of the color of their skin, but maybe because of something you don't like.
And the question is, would you hide it? He's not hiding it.
Exactly.
He's putting it straight out there.
Right, exactly. I can respect that more than the man that's going to hide it. Hey, we all call that being fake.
Yeah.
Yeah, you
Being
know,
phony, don't nobody like that.
No, don't nobody like that. Let them tell it though, you know, but that's what you seem to want over you. Somebody who's going to be phony, fake, stand up there, look good, talk about doing a lot and never get nothing done.
Yeah.
You know, I was kind of upset, really. And I'm going to be honest with you, man. I was kind of upset with Barack. I love him to death. Because I just wanted him to do one thing, to say that justice is just for the blacks.
Yeah.
I wanted him to do just one thing,
Yeah, just one
and say,
thing.
this is just for my people going out. I wanted him to do like Bush did, a unilateral thing, you know, went on his own. Hey, man, look, that's what I wanted him to do.
Yeah.
I'm just being honest with y'all. You know, I just wanted him to do one thing and say, look, this is just for my people.
Yeah.
That's how prejudiced I am, and I like my people.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But, you know, I'm standing with Trump on this. If everybody's a little prejudiced.
Yeah. And his approval rating is very low with the Republican Party. So he's doing something, and they are seeing him do something that they are not happy with. And from the numbers that I looked up and what I found, I mean, the proof is in the pudding. The minority is really coming up.
Yeah, they coming up. They coming up, and ain't nobody wanting to really respect it, man. And they ain't want to really tell the truth. Understand that? Yeah, don't nobody want to tell the truth about it. You get going one way. I'm going to say this, man. Do not let the media dictate the way you think. Don't let the media put something in your head that you haven't validified, man, that you know to be valid. You know, don't let them sway you towards one person or another, and you ain't heard nothing valid. You know, I hear this stuff even on all of the View and all this, these women getting up on there, man, talking about this, that, and the other. Man, you ain't got nothing valid. I ain't heard the man say nothing. Now, when you do something, you have you know, cable call in if you got it. The number 704 607-4363. Yeah, Daryl, you right, man. Some people are down on their luck, but you know, I'm always looking at the old saying. I ain't gonna give you no fish. I'm gonna teach you how to fish. I ain't gonna give you a fish. I'm gonna go teach you how to fish. Yeah, I just ain't gonna give you that. You know. Yeah, I respect Obama for not doing that, but I still wish he would have did that, man. I wish he would have did that. And I don't know how many Americans that's with me on that, but I really wish Obama would have did one thing. That was you know, man, that's sort of like the great black hope.
Yeah, exactly. You know, if he wasn't gonna do it, then it might not ever be done. So you got to think of it like that.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. He definitely was in position to do it. I mean, he could have gave us 40 acres and a mule or whatever he chose.
Yeah,
at least
exactly.
brought it up. You know what I mean?
Saying. Yeah, hey man, look, we all was expecting something. I'm just saying. Okay, let me ask y'all a question out there today. When Obama took office, what were you expecting, man? Yeah, you was all hyped up over a black man coming in.
Over.
Now,
we about to take over.
Now, what was you expecting? I want to see what you expected. You know, I'm just wanting to know what everybody was expecting when Barack Obama took office. You know what I'm saying?
I can tell you what I was expecting. I was expecting a care package and some more stuff. I thought he would just go send us all checks and get just, you know, set us right. You know what I mean? I did. I thought he was gonna do something.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Exactly. My point.
Something. I thought he was gonna do something. You know?
Yeah. Well, what you think they feel like about Donald Trump?
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? Yeah. It's prejudice on both sides of this thing, man. How can y'all call somebody prejudiced when you don't even know the person? All you know is what somebody has said. until if y'all start sending me something or clips that this man saying something prejudiced out of his mouth that I can personally hear, then I'm gonna start getting on the other side.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But until I hear it for myself, I'm the type of person, man, that I want to hear this thing for myself.
Yeah.
Point blank. I want to hear it come out of your mouth. I just played y'all. I'm gonna play it again. I'm gonna play the clip back for the ones that didn't hear it about the media and how they do the things that they do. Now, on this clip, this is the media saying Donald Trump said something, but Donald Trump did not say that when you listen to the clip. Here it goes.
The police said they were guilty. The mayor said they were guilty. And it's an outrage. Donald Trump said they were guilty. If they're found guilty, I think they should be executed.
Right. He said if they are found guilty. The media just has said he said they were guilty. Now, you know, come on, man. That's not right. Well, okay, Daryl, you right. You was expecting he would do what he said he was going to do. What did he say he was going to do? Anybody got any idea?
Well, basically what happened, you know, anybody who paid attention to Obama, which I really did pay attention to Obama, because like I said, I was looking for something to come out.
Yeah, me too.
Everybody went and voted for Obama, but then nobody go vote to change the house out. So he was still in there with Boehner and all them still calling
He
the
had the
shots.
House and the Senate at one time. He had both.
Yeah, at one time, but most of the time, majority of his 8 years, he
His
was
own people went against him. Now, why
Yeah.
would his own people go against him? That's the same thing we talking about on Donald Trump, by the way. You see what I'm saying? Yeah, because he might do something good for guess who? I'm just saying, man. Look, we can't hold nobody prejudice unless we really know that this person is prejudiced, man. To that degree, to the degree that we talking about Donald Trump is prejudiced. I personally don't believe the man is prejudiced. I mean, until somebody can bring me some facts and tell me something about this man is prejudiced, I don't believe it, not one bit. Not a fact. Huh?
He also he was a Democrat for a long time.
Yeah.
He done switched his parties a couple times. In the 90s, you can look it up. Donald Trump was a Democrat.
Was a Democrat in the 90s and switched parties. And to be honest with you, I doubt half the people even know why they voting Democrat or why they vote Republican.
Exactly.
You know, I ain't wanting to get too deep into politics because the subject is something else, but you got to know why you voting what you vote, you know. Hey, Shalandra, y'all can give us a call in at 704-607-4363. 704-607-4363. We'd like to hear your comments on this. It's time to tell the truth. The topic of the day is, do you think Donald Trump is prejudiced? If so, aren't we all prejudiced to some degree? I mean, you know, it's just like you who is without sin cast the first stone.
Yeah.
You know, I'm ready to hear it. You know, anybody, you know, that don't think that they prejudiced in some kind of way or got some kind of prejudice about themselves, I like to hear about it.
Yeah.
You know, or you ain't a human being or whatever.
Yeah.
You know, we got to allow people to be human.
Yeah, exactly. And like I said, the numbers show different. You know, if he's a racist that know how to give jobs to the minority, because the minority is getting jobs. The minorities is coming off of food stamps. All this shown in the numbers. The numbers don't lie.
Yeah. And, you know, I heard a lot say he just don't like blacks. Kanye West all up in the White House.
Yeah.
You know, let the woman out of prison. You know, got him to do that. You had a black superior lady up in the White House. I don't know what she did. I forgot her name. I don't know exactly what she did. And I know they still got Ben, what's his name? Ben, he over the housing authority. Look, if black people need housing, you need to be talking to this dude. He in control of all the money right now. If you think you ain't got housing and all this, man, talk to the dude. He just put a black man in control of all the money for the housing. God, how much more can you ask for? What else you want to ask for?
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
Yep. And to just give you a couple facts on what he's done directly for black people, the unemployment rate in the African American community is at an all-time low, and so is the number of blacks on food stamps.
Right, at an all-time low. So that means we're coming up, we're doing better, you know, at this time, which is a good thing.
And like I said, his own party is turning against him. So that right there shows, you know, he's kind of like the puppet for the bigotry of what people trying to call him. But obviously he's signing and stuff is going through this shows different.
Yeah, exactly. Man, just don't be tricked, you know, or Xing Ding or whoever, you know, don't be tricked by the people that you think helping you. In most cases, I'm gonna just be honest with you. The very person that you think will help you will never be the person that help you. Yeah. I can say that from experience. I can say that from fact. You know, when you expect somebody to help you, that won't be the one that you'll be able to get no help from.
Yep.
I can guarantee you that. If you don't believe me, need somebody and then come holler at me.
Yep. Because believe it or not, you'll get the most love and support from a complete stranger.
Exactly. And you wondering how did that happen? Not to mention as good as you have been to all these other people. You see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And man, it's just terrible like that. Yeah, y'all call in. I want to hear what you got to say. Did not do anything for us. He did some things that I did not agree with. You're right, Evangelist Tillman. The same way. I don't agree with everything he did. You know, for myself, I feel like personally he didn't do enough. I'm still trying to think of something that he did, that Obama did, just for the black person.
Yeah.
A lot of people don't say nothing, but man, look, what good is you go? Anybody can go in there if you just ain't gonna do nothing.
Yeah.
Everybody gonna go in there. What difference does it make what color you are if you go in the White House and you just don't do nothing? You know, we was all expecting something. I'm gonna be honest with you. I was expecting something out of Obama.
I mean, he just made it where if we got sick, we could get the medicine for cheaper, you know.
Yeah, but that didn't even help out. I'll be honest with you. That was a disaster. I didn't like Obamacare at all.
Yeah,
based off your income.
And a lot of people who get tax returns didn't like it either because if you didn't get the insurance, they take a lot of your money.
Yeah, they're going to make you pay.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And that ain't right. If I ain't got the money to get insurance with, I definitely ain't got no money to pay you at the end of the year.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, that don't make much sense. It didn't make a lot of sense to me.
A lot of it come from the last president. What, the president before Obama or Obama?
Yeah, Daryl.
Yeah, who you speaking about, Daryl?
Yeah, we don't know who you're speaking about, but, you know, they do inherit a lot. You talking about what he inherited, the numbers and stuff like that, you know, come from the last.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Yeah,
okay.
If that's what you're talking about, a lot of the numbers, well, a lot of it did and a lot of it didn't. Because all that stuff on China, all those tariffs and moving a lot of those jobs back to the U.S., that happened on his watch. You know, he stopped a lot of them jobs from going overseas and stuff like that because he started taxing them. If you really do your homework on it.
400,000, about 500,000 jobs he created from eliminating the jobs in China.
Yeah, just from eliminating. So that wasn't no inheritance. That was just by eliminating them jobs in China.
Yeah.
You know, that didn't come from inheritance.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, I think a lot of y'all working in Amazon and stuff like that. That's got a lot to do with it.
It got a lot to do with it, man.
To do with it.
Yeah. And, you know, it's all right to have your opinion. You know, it's all right to have your opinions and base it on this show. We love to hear from y'all, man. Call in, hit the line, 704-607-4363, 704-607-4363.
Yeah, like and share, man. Like and share.
Yeah, we're going to keep this going, man. It's a hot topic. We still got about 10, 12 more minutes to be on the air tonight. We appreciate everybody that's done chiming in, man, and giving their opinions on stuff. You know, this is all we're trying to do on here is get to the truth, man. We just want to tell the truth about it. Everybody's running around talking about how prejudiced Donald Trump is, and I ain't seen no evidence.
Yeah.
Now, I want somebody out here to start telling the truth, you know, that you're just riding bandwagons, listening to what people got to say. You ain't really seen nothing or heard nothing for yourself. Don't do that. You know, go get your own from the mouth, man. Get it from the horse. You ain't heard the horse say nothing, dog. You might not believe what somebody say. Yeah. I don't know where you get your information. You know, people try to tell me stuff every day. I'm saying, well, look, where you get your information from? Yeah. You might have get some bogus information you bringing to me. Mm-hmm. You know, you can't be believing what people say. Too many people out here now go by that. Yeah, there's too many people, man, that's lost out here because they're going on what somebody say. We got people mad at people, man, and mad because somebody done took something somebody said and turned it around and said it another way. Ain't even meant like that. You done took it like that and it was never meant like that. You know, you can't do that, man. You got to get your facts straight. You know, don't make no predetermined judgments and stuff like that. And I feel like a lot of people is doing that, and I really feel like Donald Trump getting a bad deal. From people like that.
It's plain, you know. To me, he come off as an asshole, but he is an asshole. He ain't acting like he this perfect, lovable guy. You know what I mean?
Well, that's just being honest.
Yeah, that's just being honest. That's who he is. He's being who he is. He's not being. You know, he's not. And like you say, in politics, that is
a no.
And that happens all the time.
Yeah, in politics, that is a no. Don't be who you are. You got to be fake. You got to be phony. You got to tell the people what they want to hear. You know, that's politics. For people that don't understand and know about politics, that's what it is, man. They want you to tell them anything, and they want to hear what you got to say because you tell them what you know what they want to hear. But you actually ain't gonna do nothing all together. You still ain't gonna do nothing. That's just what they want to hear. And I'm gonna tell them that's being phony and fake. People don't like nobody who be real. How many times have you said yourself, because I'm real, they don't like me? You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
How many times did they go, I'm real, so you don't like me because I'm real, right? Yeah, man, that's crazy, but that's the way it is. You know, nobody wants to tell the truth out here today, but that's what it is, man. It's time to tell the truth. That's why we created this page, this podcast, because we want to get to the truth of the matter and tell the truth. It's going to be a lot on this here that you ain't going to like what I say. You might not like what Blo say, but man, we still, at the end of the day, you got to tell the truth.
You got to.
You know, and that's just what's up. Support of Congress, that is not acceptable because leadership is influenced. You want to answer that?
All right, let's see. I mean, it is, because if you know, that's what this show is about. It's about being prejudiced.
Yeah.
You know, if you got somebody who prejudiced towards this group of people, and then the people that's got to make it happen for you is prejudiced against the same people that you're trying to help, it's not going to work. I mean, it's not going to work. You know, it's not going to work.
Exactly. It's not going to work.
If I keep pumping up your tires and then the people keep coming to flatten them before you pull off, I mean, what can I do? I can just keep pumping up the tires. That's all I can do. And that's what Obama was doing. He was putting stuff out there and they were shooting it down every time.
And guess what? It was the same people that's supposed to be on his team. Don't get that. That's what we talking about, the wolf in sheep clothing. You see what I'm saying? You want to say a wolf in sheep clothing. You couldn't see the people that kept flattening his tire, but they was his own people. You see what I'm saying? That, you know, your own people is against you. That means they not trying to help you. Can you see where that leads to?
And one thing I do hear Donald Trump saying a lot is, I didn't say that, or it was took out of context. And a lot of times when he's standing up in front of a podium and they're asking him questions, he like, I didn't say that. That was took out of context.
Exactly.
That was a lie. That's fake news.
Exactly.
You know?
And that's what happened. So I'm saying, man, I got to stand with Donald Trump on this. You know, I just got to stand with him. I don't believe the man prejudiced. You know, I believe man got a valid point about that border. Hey, I feel like this. You shouldn't be able to break the law if I can't break the law. It's just that simple. The law just should apply to one person. You know, I can't do this over here, but we're going to let you just break the law and come into the country and do what you got to do. You know, come on, man. Ain't nobody talking about that out here. Everybody's talking about a doggone wall, but ain't nobody talking about the law being broke. Now, I can't step outside without breaking the law. People coming, gunning black people down or gunning people down, man, and doing all this stuff. Then ain't nobody talking about this.
But they worried about what's going on down there with some other people.
Yeah, with somebody else. That's how I get prejudiced. See how prejudiced people can be? I'm prejudiced about that. You locking up people on dime charges, dime bags and stuff like that, you know? Yeah, Darryl, you're right. But, you know, some people don't care about being respected if you're keeping it real. It ain't about pleasing everybody. That's politics. That's why Donald Trump is in there. You see what I'm saying? It's politics. If you want to play politics, that's okay. I take a different view on that. I don't respect you if you don't keep it real. That's what view I take. You know, I do not respect you if you don't keep it real. You ain't doing nothing but up there playing government, playing politics. You ain't trying to get nothing done.
You're right.
You see what I'm saying? And that's the way it is. You know, it's a lot of people that might not agree with me. I understand that, and I see it. But I'm not going to jump the gun. I need to hear something out of somebody's mouth. I wouldn't call now one of y'all prejudiced unless I hear it out of your mouth and you tell me I'm prejudiced. I can't just assume that.
Because basically he just stole the same thing Obama did. Obama came and said it's time for change. It's time for our skin color to run some stuff, and that's what got brought everybody in to go vote. You know what I mean? Along with the younger white generation went out and showed out for Obama, and that's how he won both elections. But Trump did the opposite thing. It's time to make America great again. It's time to put these black people back in their place. And that's how it went.
Exactly. I mean, can you blame him for doing that? He did the same thing Obama did, but now you want to call him racist.
Exactly.
You see what I'm saying? It don't make no sense.
But Obama did it in a way that didn't come off as bigotry or like a racist.
Obama did it the political way.
Exactly.
I'm gonna put it just like that. He did it the politics way,
and Trump did it the human way.
Exactly. He did it the real way. Basically, he kept it real. And Darryl, you're right. People won't respect you for keeping it real. They don't respect Donald Trump for keeping it real and keeping it 100 and showing that he a human being just like the rest of us. I'm gonna be honest with y'all out there. If I was the president, I keep it real, you know, and I'll be trying to get something done. You might not like it, you know, but I guarantee you, if I was the president, I'm gonna do something specifically for the black people, why they deserve it. I would say that, you know, I would do that, you know, and that's all it is to it. I would do it just because I could do it, and just because I was either leaving office. You can play politics the time you was in office, but when it's time to go, I'm gonna definitely do something for the black people. If everybody done put me in there,
it should have been something. It should have been something.
Hey man, come on, man.
It should have been something.
Yeah, it should have been something. Everybody was looking for something. I don't know what you was looking for. You just wanted to see a black do something? Is that all? Blacks doing something out here every day.
I mean, it seemed like he could have did some kind of love favoritism.
I tell you,
it showed some prejudice, at least a little. You know,
look, man, I'm gonna be honest with you. That guy down there, was that Morehouse that paid all them student loans off?
Yeah, Morehouse.
He did more for the black people than Obama ever did the whole 8 years he was in president. Yeah, that's the way I feel.
He probably did more for black people than anybody in the history of black people.
Exactly. When you do that and pay that kind of debt for people, you done actually did something.
$40 million out of his own money to pay a whole class.
Exactly. You actually done something. I ain't seen nothing he done. I mean, and I don't want to bash Obama. He a good fella. I like him. I like him because I'm prejudiced. He black.
Yeah, exactly.
But I ain't prejudiced in that kind of way, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm not prejudiced in that kind of way. But we all hold some types of prejudices. I think we all do.
Yeah, we all do. We all do. I don't care if the Panthers play.
Yeah,
play the Angels in the sky, but I'm going for Cam now.
Hey,
you know what I mean? Yeah. But yeah, that's how it is. You got anything you want to say before we take it out?
No. Hey, I'd like to thank all our people for joining in. I'd like to thank y'all for rewatching this, sharing it, liking it. I want y'all to be more proactive on these conversations, though. You know, we might be changing the times. We don't know yet, but for right now, it's still 7 to 8
on Sunday.
On Sunday.
And you can go check us out. We on YouTube now. It's Time to Tell the Truth Official. So check us out. This video will be uploaded tonight. Time to Tell the Truth Official on YouTube.
On YouTube.
Yep. So with that being said, make sure you tune in next week. Same time. Tell a friend. We're going to continue to bring you more live videos just like this one. And please share the group. It's one thing for sure. It's two things for certain. We go tell
the truth
because it's time.
It's time
to tell the truth.
To tell the truth.
Yep.
And thank y'all.